Okay, hi everyone, and thank you so much for joining me for another um, episode of Chan's Bookshelf on Amazon Live. We're simultaneous today, so I just want to touch base. You know, I've been gone for a little bit, but I came back with. I'm telling you, somebody listen. If you know anybody that is releasing a mixtape, spoken word, playing the spoons, whatever creative that you're doing. This is the stream that you need to be on because she's providing, and I'm at Sacha, right?
Yes.
Okay, see, because I was about to pronounce the CH because I'm about to mess your name up like people mess mine up, and I'm sorry. So her book is Beyond the Music, a music artist entrepreneurship guide. Now listen, I am a firm believer of educating people and getting them where they need to go. And as I was reading over her book, right, I'm like, in there talking to myself, talking to the book, and I know I may have sounded crazy in my house today, but it made sense. And I was like, the other day I was making my notes as well. I was like, this is exactly what people need to know. So, Sacha, please introduce yourself and give us a little bit more about your book.
Hello, everybody. I am Sacha Walton, the author of Beyond the Music, a music artist entrepreneurship guide. I manage indie artists and I have a business background, so I just merged the two together. But there is, to me, in my opinion, there is a bit disconnect between music artists and creatives and entrepreneurship. And I firmly believe that every artist or creative, you're an entrepreneur first. And when you connect the two and you merge the two together, it helps you to understand the why or the science behind the industry that you're in. You know, it helps you to maneuver through that music business, but you maneuver through it as an entrepreneur. So that's the like foundation of the book and why it came about. It was just, like I said, just seeing so many artists kind of spin their wheels, and I want them to be more successful. And the success, along with how well they operate in the music business, a lot of it has to do with the entrepreneurship side.
And this is what I'll say because I'm not gonna, like I tell y'all every time I'm on here, like I want to give y'all gotta buy the book, okay? I'm just gonna tell you right now, but I'm gonna give you overviews of things. I'm not gonna give you what's in the book because then what's the point? Y'all gotta buy the book. It's on my bookshelf now. Y'all go in there, click the link in the carousel, and get her book because it is very, very important that you all understand what this is. Because I'm gonna say this: she provides marketing tips, okay? And the number three thing, and I'm gonna say this stood out for me, and this is further in the book, but y'all gotta understand: get out of your comfort zone. Okay, the first thing to get out your comfort zone is to get this book. I'm just gonna tell you right now because everybody think they know everything because their favorite person posted it on Instagram or whatever, and these are the 4 tips. No, this book gets down to the nitty gritty to help you as an indie artist, whatever, like indie artist, you've been signed or whatever. This book will help you to get there. Okay. And this is the craziest thing about learning how to do business and understanding the business side. And the first thing, and this is what I'm going to share with y'all. She give y'all a checklist. Now, the first thing you said, okay, listen, if y'all don't understand, she's giving you the blueprint on how to be a business. Like, what did Jay-Z say? I'm a businessman. This helps you to get to that point because a lot of times we forget that part. And I think I need for you all to understand you did all the work. Like, so, you did the work on this book. Like, you sat down and you added everything that was supposed to be that was needed into this book. Like, you literally, like, and I appreciate you said, like, your background is in business. So you know the ins and outs of what needs to happen with these business owners and stuff like that, because a lot of people's like, I'm an artist, I don't need to do all that.
Mm-hmm.
But you want to make money.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You want people to listen to your stuff, or you want people to find out more about you. So how they gonna find out about you if hmm, just, so what was the thing? Like I just because it blows my mind sometimes on how, well, you should know about me. How should I know about you? You know, y'all been asking for who was asking for it? Like who was asking for it? I need to know where these people was at. So what was the spark that made you put the pen to the paper on this book?
So the whole thing, like I said, I've been working with indie artists for probably like maybe about 15, almost 15 to 20 years off and on. I worked with different indie artists. And with my background being in business, I'm a business strategist, and I just felt like I could reach more people by writing a book versus, I wasn't really trying to manage. I was going pretty much into consulting for artists. And I just like, you know what? I could just put this information in a book and reach more that way versus, trying to find this artist to work with or this artist, and just kind of, you know, I'd rather spread my wings wider versus just here and there. And so, but the biggest part of it is in music business, when you read all these other books and you hear people talking at conferences, they all are saying the same thing. It's always about the different steps on how to maneuver your career in the music industry. It's that music business side. No one rarely talks about entrepreneurship. And at the end of the day, you are an entrepreneur. The IRS wants you to file the taxes. You're going to have to file your taxes either way. So you might as well just operate as a business owner because that's how they view you. And so even though that you are creating the music and you're putting it out there, and that's the disconnect. Like when it comes to music artists, when it comes to filmmakers or even authors, sometimes do it too. And it's like they focus on that creation, but that's it.
Yeah.
They go through the steps that they know or they were taught, but at the end of the day, they still don't look at themselves as being an entrepreneur first. And that's the whole purpose behind the book. That's why I wrote the book. And it's just to really educate it. One of my favorite quotes in the book is a educated artist creates leverage. And that's really the ultimate goal. I mean, when you understand the science of entrepreneurship and business behind what you do in the music business and those steps that you have to take, it puts you in a more powerful place. It puts you in a place where, you position yourself where you're more understanding of what it is, whether it's contracts, negotiations, or even, why should you even develop a marketing plan for your music, not just a release plan. Some people just look at the release and that's it. But you have to really be strategic in order for you to sustain, especially if you have something good. So you really have to look at it in the way of a regular business owner will look at it if they're producing a product. You go through the same methods because really your music is your product. If you're an author, your book is your product. Your movie is your product if you're a filmmaker. So if you look at it from the principles of business and apply that, then it helps you to maneuver through those steps a lot easier and to understand it a lot better.
See, she said it nice, y'all. She's so nice. You were very calming and nice because I said I'll listen. I have the issue of just going straight to like, really, what? So you about to release this next week and you want what? A release? Oh, we can do that. Like, yay, confetti. Like, we're good.
Mm-hmm.
But it takes months. Like you gotta put the breadcrumbs. You gotta make the steps, and people don't understand the work. And I love the way that you wrote, like just how you spoke. You were so nice and so gentle. Listen, this book is just like that. She walks you. She holds your hand, and she helps you. She even looked both ways before she crossed the street for you. Okay, this is exactly what this is. And I ain't trying to like. I was reading. I was like, now you know, okay, girl. You just gonna give them everything. Like you just walk people through. You broke it down very well.
Mhm.
Like you broke it down. Like you kissed it. You kept it simple. And I'm not gonna say the other word because people, I don't want to offend nobody because
Right.
everybody everything is offensive. So I'm just saying, it's always somebody just saying, "Who you offended me?" I'm so sorry.
Right.
Okay, I'm sorry. That's just how I am. So I just feel like you did exactly what needed to be done because in the first chapter,
Mhm.
you address the fact that most artists only view themselves as a creative above anything else.
Yeah.
But you bring it together, and this is the thing, like people are like, oh, you read, yes, I read everything that before I talk, I'm reading everything. And I'm like, you actually connected those dots so you could still be a creative and be a business.
Mhm.
So you put that together in a way that's palatable and can be digested in a way that they can do the work. And then you give them, like I said, you so giving. You give them like a calendar and actually what notes that they need to take because
Mhm.
without planning, people will just be out here just doing anything. So you're
Yeah.
able to you have really truly given the blueprint, like the blueprint that's necessarily needed for an indie artist, and this can be applied to visual
Mm.
artists, dancers, all type like you said, authors. This book can help them, you know what I'm saying? Because it's needed. But I had to, we talked beforehand. I gotta say, as a publicist, I'm like, okay, let me go ahead and interject my little 2 cents. This is a good way to help you get ready to work with a professional.
Mhm.
Management, public relations, any like your marketing team, your social media management team, all of these things. This book is foundation because, and as a publicist and a consultant, I would tell somebody, listen, I think you need to go ahead and read this book because you're not ready. And I physically, like, even as a consultant, I don't have the time to do this foundational work that a lot of people don't
Yeah.
have. If I have 6 people coming to me and out of the 6, 4 of them have this foundation ready, I would work with them first because there's a lot of building that has to be done in the beginning. You could have
Mhm.
a trending song on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But you don't have a website. You don't have EIN. You don't have any of those things.
Mhm.
I have to come back and go back 6 months. That's a lot of time. And then people are like, oh, I want to be here. I want to be popping. First of all,
Mhm.
how we popping on oatmeal? Because that's basically what it is. It's a foundational oatmeal. It's going to fall apart because somebody going to see your name, take your
Mhm.
name. Okay?
Yep.
Let's
That's
see how
true.
that goes. They're going to want all your
Mhm.
Bitcoin and all your monies to get your name back. So
Yeah.
I can't even express how thankful I am that you have penned this. You know what I'm
Thank
saying? Like,
you.
are you still managing artists and helping them get their life together?
So what I've done is kind of digressed from management, but I do offer coaching services.
That's a
And so just like I will coach a business owner, I can coach that music artist and get you on the right track. And then like just I know you didn't touch on it. I know you said about the notes page and the calendar, but there's a resource page too.
yep. I ain't gonna
Yeah.
try to get the book. You don't give them no more.
I ain't gonna give it no more. But yeah, definitely I do consult. I do consult on the business side and actually can, help mold them to get ready because I understand the music business as well.
Mm-hmm.
And just to this point, I know I had somebody, a close friend of mine, to read the book, and because we have always delved in music together and talked about business all the time. And one of the things he mentioned to me, he was just like, "Well, you need to add this," and I was like, "No, because this is all about entrepreneurship." Because everybody else says the same thing, like I mentioned before. What I want to do is create a whole new message. I want to set that trend of no, there's the entrepreneurship side that has to be talked about. That part has to be developed in order for you to develop as that artist, as an educated artist. And
Yep.
so, yeah, they got to get the book. Got to get the book because you know what I mean. I'll spill the beans. So let me stop right here.
I'm gonna tell you again. Listen. let's go like, because I feel like even if you are watching and you're not an entrepreneur or you're not an artist, but somebody in your family, every time you go to the family cookout or graduation, they got the little boom box. My bad. Do they do boom box still? I don't know, but they selling their DVDs and they you know what I'm saying, they doing their little, they airdropping their song to you and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Give them this gift of educating them and becoming an entrepreneur. And that's what, like, I believe in, instead of giving gifts that don't give a return, this is the gift that will give a return. Because once they make it big, you can say, remember I got you that book.
Exactly. Do you put that investment to good work? Yes.
I did this at the beginning, remember, so I need my little 10%. But
I know that's right.
Listen, because you know that one family member, you remember when I did such and such, and look at you now.
Mm-hmm.
Be that family member.
Right. We're like, it's the cost of that book plus interest.
Yes. I thought about you and I wanted to make your life better. So
exactly.
there is always, you know what I'm saying? So if you have a graduate, like now it's graduation season in both high school and college. So make sure that you're giving a gift, even if that child is not graduating, even if they're in middle school. This book breaks it down even for a preteen can understand. You know what I'm saying? And this is the thing: we start them young, they'll soar.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I love the resales pages because, girl, there's people like his. I'm gonna shut up, but I need y'all to go ahead and click the carousel, get the book. It is really reasonable, and you can gift it. Like, I really do think books are a great gift. For me, that's the weight of my heart. Don't send me no flowers. Send me a book. I'll love you forever. Okay, that is my thing. I don't got no more space on my bookshelf, but I'll figure out somewhere to put it.
Right.
But I do believe that within the pages of this book, you're going to empower a new generation of entrepreneurs who are artists, but because they're able to capitalize on that popularity and become a brand. And this is the ultimate goal: become a household name and become a brand.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't even I ain't mad at you because you did the work. Because knowing me, I would have missed something, especially with this. I'm long winded. I'll be like, first of all, are you doing this? And yeah, and
trust me, the book was a lot longer than this. I took a lot out.
Okay, so we all on the same page because I would have gave because you actually from finances and you put it in terms where people can understand. Secure the bag. Y'all already know what that means.
Mm-hmm.
Play like you know what that means, and you actually lay it out, and you so nice. Because it's like, because I'm not that nice when the stuff that you say, like, oh, you so nice. Oh, you just go tell them like this, okay? I'm like,
You're like, get your you better get it together, right?
First of all, do you want the IRS to come now or later? Pick one. Because that would be me. But it's a great foundation for an entrepreneur. I'm about to inbox a whole bunch of these artists that keep DMing me, check my track out. Here's a book.
I said, check this first, and then I check your track.
Because I get the DMs all the time. Listen to my music. No.
But you know what? You made a point, and I'm gonna give a nugget out the book. So when you mentioned about YouTube and how artists put their music up there and everything, now one of the things about Secure the Bag is understanding your financial side of things as a business owner. But why is it important for you to register for all those organizations to get your royalties? So that nugget is in that book. So that's another reason why you should get it, because it helps you to connect the dots. A lot of times people put their stuff on YouTube, especially if it's original music, but they don't do their registrations with those organizations to get their royalties. So then your music is out there. So you get all these hits, all these listens, downloads, whatever, and you're not even getting paid for it. The money is sitting out there, waiting for you to claim, but you can't claim it if you don't have your stuff registered. So that's a little nugget, you guys. So that's why I'm gonna just zip it up right there. But
be nice, because because sometimes you gotta talk to some people rough, and you
If you want your money, you better get that registration.
You're not gonna be out here in the studio all the time and don't nobody where you who how you paying for the studio. That will
Mm-hmm.
pay for the studio. Like this is the biggest thing. Like you actually breaks it down. You break it down
Mm-hmm.
to how essential marketing is, how
Yeah.
essential is registering your business and registering for these organizations. So this is a beautiful, beautiful book for anyone who is looking for, before you ask somebody who, how do I put this very nicely? I'm trying to get my words right because I don't want to be mean.
Just go ahead, speak your mind. Go ahead. Go ahead.
People who have never put together, who has never delivered fruits of their labor that they're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Get a book that you can refer to because this is something you can carry along with you as you're going along. And if somebody's still selling cassette tapes out their trunk of their Cadillac DeVille, they're not the person to help you. Okay?
No.
No. DVD, no. Stop. This book is where you need to go because everybody got that one person at the cookout that know everything and still doing the same thing since 75. So,
Mm-hmm.
um, let's do it better. Let's do better this year. Let's do better as a whole. So, are you planning on doing any more books like this? Because this is a great tutorial for for these times because you broke it down to it's so on time right now.
Yeah. I'm thinking about doing a second edition to this book. Um, there are some things that I was like, oh, you know what? I could bring this to the forefront too. I might do a second edition, but I definitely do have some other entrepreneurship books that I will be writing. Um, Something that's going to be in general for everybody, maybe something a little bit more for the creatives as a whole. And then also for young entrepreneurs, I'm going to be writing something for them too.
And see, listen, y'all get the babies up there doing their little song and their little eat sweet, y'all. Let them get their stuff together because Amazon got Audible. Like have these kids read their books and stuff. But this is a great way for you to, for you to actually give the gift of a business to a young kid. So I love it. I can't wait for you to do that because that would be so awesome for what I'm saying to have a gift at Christmas. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
whatever holiday y'all do. See, I don't want to offend nobody.
Let me put a plug out there since you mentioned Audible. I do have a podcast and it's called According to Sasha. And I'm actually on Amazon Music and Audible, so you can always pick up that podcast and listen to it. I do have a Young CEO segment. I have a indie artist segment on it as well. It's called Vibes. So it's a promo package, but it's a way of being able to market your business. And with me helping you along the way, you get 15, 20 minutes of airtime just to have a mini concert or whatever, just being creative with it. And then I do interviews with other entrepreneurs.
I'm
So
actually searching now to add the Audible to this stream. So guys, if you don't have it, even though she's in, it will be on my bookshelf. The Audible will be on my bookshelf as well. So get the book and also listen to her Audible. Like right now, Amazon has a free subscription. So get started, get it together. So I do want you to come back to talk to me again. I'm not gonna be serious, so I'm gonna be myself as
it
always.
is all good. I love it.
So, but I do want to say I love the fact that you're empowering others to see the business side in their art. So that is an amazing thing. And you all, please follow her author page. Download Audible, listen to her podcast, listen to the amazing things she's doing. But also, there's a contact page on her author page, so you can reach out if you want to connect with her to talk to her and follow her and you know find out more. But Amazon has it's like the one stop shop for everything. You can make sure you stay tuned for her next things. And do you have any parting words you want to leave with the audience this evening?
Also, they could look out for this book. I will be adding it ebook version as well. So if they have Kindles or anything, the app and want to download it, that'll be available too. But I just wanted to say, first of all, thank you so much, Chandra, for having me on the show. I really appreciate it. I just enjoyed every minute with you tonight. And artists, creatives, whoever you are out there, definitely get the book. As she has mentioned, she's broken it down in the most realist way that anyone could ever do. But it's a good tool, it's a good resource, and you will not regret it. And yeah, follow my author page and connect with me. We could go further.
Well, thank you all so much for tuning in. I am back. I will be doing more streaming. I just had some stuff that I need to take care of, but I will be back. Make sure you download the Amazon Shop app on your Roku TV, your Amazon Fire TV, so you can watch the replays of Chance Bookshelf and other great creators. So thank you so much for tuning in today. We'll be back soon. Follow the stream, and let me know what you all think. But most of all, get her book and listen to her podcast. So thank you guys. See you all soon. One second. We're still on Facebook. So hey y'all, how y'all doing? I'm about to leave the live stream on Facebook, but make sure y'all follow her on Facebook. Make sure y'all get her book. I will be uploading the links to her Audible, her books, and everything else. So y'all go ahead, get your copy. No, it's not just for artists; it's for everyone. I think this is a great tool that, even though it's it says for artists, it's a great for you all way for you all to get the foundation in your business. Because if you want to work with me or other professionals, have your foundation together, because if not, your timeline gets pushed back and you have to start from scratch. Even though you have all this going on, you cannot move to the next level until your foundation is secure. So that's my minute on Facebook. So thank you all. See you all soon.